And kind of an opposite thing here from Philly. So I've been holding this long. We have to remain strong and hold. No choice, really. But even throwing in 50 to 100 here and there will be large over time. Definitely.
Absolutely.
And the no choice, really thing. I mean, yeah, if you've made a decision in your head, like, you know, I think we both did a long time ago. Like, I'm investing in the stuff I really believe in, and I will go down, swing. If I die, I die. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's either like I'm shooting for the stars or nothing. Because, like, this to me, and I'll go on a soapbox here, but this to me comes back to the whole thing of like, are you going to live in the legacy financial system where they continue to devalue the dollar, continue to tell you how little your opinion matters, let this country, I'm talking about America anyway, just like shit on you and control you and do whatever they want to do, debase the currency, install politicians that you didn't vote for and stuff like that? Are you going to do that, or are you going to shoot for the stars? You're going to choose a safe life, which ends up actually being like incredibly dangerous for you, or are you going to take this route? Because, you know, being like 100% in crypto and having no cash, I mean, that's not something I'm afraid of at this point. So, yeah.
Well, and look at it like a 401k. Look how long you have to hold those. You know, people get upset where we have to hold 3.5 years, and
yeah,
man,
right.
You got to hold your shit for 40 years if you want any kind of semblance of a retirement. So, you know, we're just accelerating that rate. Yes, it's a lot more volatile. Yes, you're going to have times like this where, you know, it continues to go down when we don't expect it. But believe me, when things turn around, the feeling of it is something that you've never experienced, especially when you buy things at these prices. You know, a lot of people, entry price was maybe 15, 20 cents. And yes, they're still holding, but they haven't bought any more. The whole way down here, they're just going to wait until it gets back to that price. But imagine if they're buying a little bit here and there now, that little bit here will outperform what they bought at 15, 20 cents time over and over and over again. So it's pretty fun. Plus the feeling is really good, right? It helps you get by that. Yeah, I screwed up, but I made up for it. I learned my lesson. I dollar cost average in, got my price down, and look at what I have now. So yeah. The feeling is just undescribable.
I think this is a great time. If I know I sent it to you, if you could bring up that RH tweet from 2 days ago, where it starts with the reason I've been a winner my whole life. And this isn't just an RH, you know, brag thing. This is all, I think this is really good that people should read, especially on this topic here tonight, because the theme of the show is going to be how to maintain a positive perspective, like through the bull market when things are down right now. And this is a great kind of cap on our conversation here. He said, the reason I've been a winner my whole life is because while everyone else is broken and crying, demoralized, whining, begging, acting butthurt in public, having lost all self-respect, which we see on Twitter in droves every single day, I just keep doing the best I can. It usually works out. Don't be a loser, be persistent. And we can read the Calvin Coolidge quote too. But to have that knowledge, and I DM'd you when he tweeted this the other day, Ewok, and everybody loved this tweet because I think it resonates with all of us. That's such a beautiful sentiment. Like, you don't have to be the best. You don't even have to necessarily create anything revolutionary. You don't have to do something absolutely insane that nobody ever thought of before, that's totally, you know, out of your reach, that you could only, you know, dream of doing. It is just being persistent and being here, because most people aren't built for it. Like, whatever it is in life, like getting through a crypto cycle or two, you know, getting the job that you're after, whatever, a goal that if you deem something worthwhile, and, you know, not to get into like, you know, corporate lingo and stuff, but if you have a why or something like that, which I know every company uses now, but if there's something that important to you, which I know you and I both have that, Ewok, and presumably many others in this community, it's easy. Like, I mean, you, like I just kind of extrapolated a minute ago, like I'm not going to live the settling life. You know, I did that already. I think many of us have done that, where we experience like the dangers of just settling with many things in life in this country, and you're not gonna have a good time if you do that. So it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna swing for the fences, and whether it works out or not, I don't care, and I'm not going away. So you know, but on to the Coolidge part. He says, nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan "Press on" has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. That's awesome. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it's an amazing quote. There's another one floating around out there that you sent me as well. I believe Sami was posting it. It was the man in the arena. Was that a?
I don't know why I'm forgetting who it is right now. I'm gonna kick myself when I see it, but
I forget who it was too. Cool.
It's the same. It's the same.
It's the same.
Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah, Teddy
Roosevelt. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so it's funny. There's a saying out there that says something about if especially when you don't have any goals, if you don't aim for anything, you'll hit it with great accuracy every time, right? I mean, if you don't set any goals, you're not going to do anything. So setting the goals higher than what you should, if you only get halfway there, it's pretty darn rewarding. So there's a lot of things like that, just being, but persistency is key, right? People give up too early way too often. And that's why only 3% of the world are more successful and actually have their own companies and things like, you know what I mean? They say maybe 3% are successful business owners, but it's because they don't give up. They don't stop. They make mistakes. They learn from them. They continue to make mistakes, and that's all part of it. So yeah, just got to keep at it. It's when you give up is when you screw yourself. So
yeah, I totally agree. Both perfect sentiments, I think, to kind of finish off that topic, which is the meat of what we did want to talk about here tonight. So I really enjoyed that conversation. Anytime we can have kind of like attitude, mindset conversations like that, I think that those, are more impactful than any price chart we can be showing, or, sentiment conversation or rumors or this or that. I think that this is the stuff that really does help people, in the long term.
Yeah, we could have your friend life coach on to help us out too sometime.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if anybody out there is in need of a life coach, I may know a couple of people. Now I don't know what credentials it takes to become a life coach. I've yet to. I know there's a certificates involved, but I don't know any actual credits you need for that. But enlighten me if anybody's a life coach out there.